We are back with the FITAID Morning Show. I am Aaron Hine, and we got a very special guest today. Santa Cruz native, OG CrossFitter, Games athlete, team. I mean, how many titles could we give you here, Pat?
Oh, geez.
Pat Barber.
Been on the team a number of years. I've been individual. I've been a coach. I've been a father, surfer, all kinds of fun stuff.
Teaching level ones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Teaching level ones.
Above.
Doing coaches development for NC Fit. I'm the head of coaches development there. And
I mean, that brand's really blown up.
It is. We're doing some fun stuff. We're just expanding constantly, but trying to refine our basic product, which is our coaches, right? So day in and day out, trying to refine our coaches, and then the product that's on the floor, they're coaching. And then my wife and I run warm up and workout, the affiliate programming.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. On the on the coaching development, so often, you got the right synergy in a box, it's working, and then you try to open a second one and your attention gets diverted and you have to bring on some new coaches and they're not the same personality as the old, and it's kind of hard for some people to replicate that success, but you guys have found a model that you've been able to really replicate many, many times. I mean, how many boxes are you guys affiliated with now?
I think we have 24.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anyone else in the space that's got that kind of volume.
I don't think so. I mean, I think with our corporate expansions, it allowed us to get multiples in one big go. So, I don't think there's anyone else who has quite the same number of gyms.
So I'm a new coach. I wanna work in your guys' system. What's that look like?
Well, so that's the thing is, you were saying that we've replicated a model. And the thing is, what's interesting is the model is different from gym to gym. So what we have replicated and what we have tried to keep across all the facilities is the core product, which is our coaching. I kind of touched on it a second ago, but it's that's what we really focus on, is making sure that the experience that people are having is the same.
Right.
What's totally different is the general business plan, when whether it's a small space or a large space, or whether we're offering a bunch of supplemental classes or just the core program. So I think what stayed the same across all of them and has allowed us to continue to thrive is our base product, our just base CrossFit programming, and our delivery of that has been the main area of focus when we open up new facilities.
Well, you get the delivery right, then you're very customer centric.
Yeah.
I mean, too many affiliates, it drove me nuts, traveling around the country, and I'll drop in some places and it's like the coaches give you the evil eye, who the hell are you and what are you doing interrupting my class? I'm trying to give you money. That's who I am. It's crazy.
And your interaction with me is going to be negatively affecting the rest of the class. So why are you talking to me like this?
Exactly.
So if you're looking for what the general coaches thing for us are, if you apply to us, we're expecting that you have some level of coaching knowledge. So we generally don't take people and create them into coaches anymore, unless there's somebody within our community who's just representing some amazing connections with the members naturally and have a huge passion for CrossFit. But if that's the case, then we can kind of work through it. But for the most part, if someone's applying in, they go through an interview process, which is pretty extensive, where we watch them coach classes, we offer them feedback. If they improve upon that feedback, we bring them back again. We get them to know the people who are around that they would be working with and see if they're a fit emotionally with those people.
Right.
And then if they are, bring them on board, and we have part-time coaches and full-time coaches. So that's kind of the most basic path through.
How many coaches total now?
Total? Gee, I don't know total, but in the Bay Area alone, we have 60.
Wow. What would you say, you're putting a big emphasis on coaching, coach development, customer experience. What's the one consistency where if I was to sit down or take a class with all of your coaches, all shapes and sizes and backgrounds, what's that one consistent thing I'm going to pull from there?
I would say the one consistency we're going for is client interaction.
Okay.
And client interaction, the actual how the interaction happens can be different, but we're looking for an engagement from the coach with the members.
Okay.
Now, I say that's what we're going for. It's hard because that's what a lot of people lack, is the day in and day out, hey, I want to be here with you, I want to help you, I want to do this.
Yeah.
But that's what we're going for consistency-wise across the gyms. You might come into a gym get a coach on a bad day, and it falls flat, which is not okay. But I understand there's a reality of the situation that might happen. So that's what we're going for consistently. Now, what you will get absolutely consistent across all the gyms is the warm-up, the skills, and the workout should be about the same, because we want to at least have that consistency. Now, how it might be taught is different from coach to coach, but the general movements that you're going to see are going to be the same across all our facilities.
Yeah, when I was a chiropractor in Scotts Valley, it was like I knew that my patients were coming in to see me. I needed to be an energy charger, not an energy drainer. You can't afford to have a back day. You got to show up, regardless of what's going on in personal life or anything. You got to put your A game on, and that's the most challenging thing as someone who's has ownership in the business, to try to teach, hey, you're representing our brand. You need to bring your A game every single day.
And I think that does come from the top down, though. So if you have the head coaches at the facilities who represent that,
right?
If you yourself do that, if you step in there and you act a certain way and you truly walk the walk,
right?
It's really hard for someone to look at that and be like, oh, I guess I'm going to do something different. They kind of have to. They have to have that investment. Otherwise, it's if you're not doing that as an owner, if you're not doing that as a gym, or you don't have somebody who represents that within your facility, it's going to be really hard for you to hold the other people accountable. And I think that's a huge component to it.
Now, we've been having some big storms in Santa Cruz, where we're from. I saw an Instagram post of you and Rory out in the middle of the freaking storm in Capitola. I'm like, what the hell are those two doing? What was that all about?
Well, so that was my birthday. So my birthday day, thank you. And we set a goal to surf 16 times a month. So get in the water 16 times a month. That could be a 30-minute session, or that could be a 2-hour session, but we need to get in the water 16 times a month.
How'd you pick that number?
It was kind of like Rory had done 30 days, and he did 30 days straight. And that was really intense, because it's hard, you have a life, and surfing's not like a small task. It's get your suit on, go out, get some
Especially
waves.
in Santa Cruz, the water's butt-ass
It's a nightmare,
cold,
right?
Yeah.
There's got to be waves. There's got to be all this stuff. So we chose a middle range, every other day sort of deal. And so we figured 16 days was a good high-end goal to shoot for.
Awesome.
So that was, we were both, my birthday was on the 5th, and we were like, you know what? Let's try to go surfing. We set it for sunrise. Let's go surfing. And it was stormy and gross. And we go out there, and it's big waves, stormy, straight out of, what's that movie? Point Break.
There was some wind coming.
Oh, just
sideways,
wind. And it was like you're saying, the rivers are draining. So it's septic and gross. And we're trying not to get hit by logs and stuff. So
don't open your mouth.
Exactly.
In the water. Yeah.
Blowing
bacteria
the whole
everywhere.
time. So we ended up jumping in the water for 30 minutes, caught 2 waves, paddled out. But it was it's more about the experience, I can look back on that and be like, I
did that.
I did that. I made the commitment, even though it was cold, rainy, and gross. I did it.
Yeah.
So.
And it's your birthday, so what the hell?
It's my birthday. Hey, what the hell?
So you mentioned you got something going on with your wife. What are you guys doing? You got your own business you're developing?
We have our own business, which is warm-up and workout, and that's what we do is we program warm-ups and workouts. And we do affiliate programming, where we basically license a good GPP program, which there are fewer and far between. I'm actually noticing these days of people who do just a good basic GPP centered towards normal people just getting more fit over the course of their lives.
Right.
And then we, not just programming, we do a lesson plan. So we do a full lesson plan from a 5-minute brief, and they tell you everything to brief, to we have breakdowns of the warm-up, and then the skill work, and then the workout, and some things that you should be focusing on as a coach. So it's basically like a lesson plan that a teacher would use, but it's a lesson plan for coaches to come in and basically develop their skills and have a guide for a class.
Awesome. I know that our mutual friend Michael Caju has always said great things about your coaching and what you guys are doing, and he's a great guy, as you know. So
yeah, we'll see him later. He busted his knee. Did you hear that?
No, I just texted with him a couple days ago. But what happened?
He busted his knee doing something stupid. I think he was. I don't know what it was. He was trying to do he was running and jumped off something. It was just dumb. And he busted his knee.
He was trying to go from CrossFit to parkour or something?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
No, but what's funny is I challenged him to do. We challenged each other to do a physical task.
Yeah.
So he challenged me, so I challenged him. He has to learn to do a standing back tuck, back flip.
Yeah.
and be comfortable enough to do it on cement. So that's his goal. So he's got to learn how to do that.
Don't screw up or you're going to crack your melon.
Exactly.
It's
But
like you're either good at this or you're going to die. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can learn, right?
Yeah.
So like he's got to learn at whatever age he's at. I was like 19. And he's going to learn that. And then he challenged me to learn a choreographed dance to the song Tovlo, or to the band Tovlo, the song Cool Girl. And it's a horrible song.
Let's see what you
nobody
got
out there
so
like
far. Come on.
It's like I don't have anything. So like
No moves yet.
well, I'm contracting dancers. Like I'm calling them up, being like,
Right.
"Hey, can you choreograph a song for me?" And all these dancers are like,
what am I
"Dude,
supposed to do
half
with
is
this piece of
yeah,
garbage?"
exactly." So you guys will see that out in the social media world somewhere with me dancing. Like I'm gonna try to do really well. I'm gonna work my ass off to do well, but.
I'm sure
Yeah.
you're going to crush it like you do with all things. So where can people find out more about you? Where can they see what you're up to? Follow you on Instagram, so on and so forth.
Yeah, you can find me at Pat Barber CF on Instagram or Twitter. You can also follow Warm Up and Workout. We do a lot of coaching content, so it's kind of a niche market, but we do a lot of attempting to develop coaches in the greater CrossFit world because I think they're the heart and soul of this community. They're the people who really change lives, and I want to do let everyone know the mistakes I've made and the things that I found to work. So we do a lot of content through warmupandworkout.com and also Warm Up and Workout Instagram account.
Check it out, Warm Up and Workout, and we are out. Thanks,
Boom.
sir. Appreciate it.